Hey everybody, how are you? I've had a potentially very bad idea. Also, my hair's red now. Do you like it? So I'm not a user of Reddit and I'm not going to become one, but I am familiar with its work. I don't know why, but I had this idea that it would be potentially very bruising to the very low self-esteem I already have, or very funny to submit a picture of myself to the roast me Reddit. There's something about being on the internet, you know, that buffer of anonymity. People say things to you that they would normally never say to you in person. What I noticed about the roast me Reddit was that people actually gave some pretty creative responses. I'm just so curious, I want to give it a go. So I'm going to do that today. Not only that, but I'm also going to submit my picture to first impressions and am I hot? Anyone remember like a few years ago there was this like weird roasting trend going around on YouTube where everybody was like roasting each other and themselves, and I'm like, this is terrible. Despite how thick your skin is, this is only negative. This is just mean. I don't see any good in it. There was also a roast yourself rap challenge, if anybody remembers that from a million years ago, and I was actually going to do that. I wrote the music for it and everything. So I've never wanted to roast anyone else or invite that upon myself, but today I thought, why not? Maybe it'll be fun, maybe it won't be. Only one way to find out. Any of you out there use Reddit? Do you know the subreddit I'm talking about? There's like 2.2 million people on there. My phone has a very nice camera on it because I guess these days I know that so many people take selfies, so they have all these like selfie enhancing features. Ooh, oh god, that awful thing where you open the front facing camera, it's like, Jesus. Got my piece of paper. I'm not good at much in this world, but I think I am quite good at taking pictures of myself that make me look prettier than I am in real life. Let's fucking go. Trying to get my good side. I don't know if I have a good side. When I take selfies, I will take like 50 or 100 or something until I get one that I don't hate. And I'll get one without the little thing for the other two subreddits who are going to judge me. Struck a sexy pose for r/am I hot? I don't think I can. I am red. Do your worst / best. Here we go. Alright. First impression, age, interests, profession, anything. And post. Am I hot? Ask your fellow Redditors. My usual look, to be honest. Now we go. Alright, now we see what the people have to say. Let's see what happens. I am a little bit scared, but I am also used to reading shitty comments about me on the internet, so hopefully there'll be some creative ones there. Alright, let's let that brew for 24 hours or so and I will be back to check the comments. And we are back. And we have our responses. Took considerably more than 24 hours. I struck a snag. All 3 of my posts were immediately deleted because I didn't have any Reddit karma, which unfortunately meant that I had to participate in Reddit a little bit in order to glean some karma, in other words useless internet points. So I contributed some writing advice to a creative writing community, but otherwise I did not like what I found there. But I got enough karma to get my posts through, and the responses did not disappoint. So let's start with what the charming people of roast me had to say about me. Some of these comments are pretty good, some of them were just flat out cruel, like just pathetic, but I'll read as many as I possibly can, okay? Bargain bin Burton bimbo. Your chest looks like Hank Hill's butt crack. I resent that. If any part of me looks like Hank Hill's ass, it's my ass. I remember that episode where he's like, I have no ass. Elvira's haunted Hank Hills makes me want to burn out my eyes with a fire started with clean burning propane. If you looked up, don't stick your dick in crazy. Imagine risking your cock in this meat grinder. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna hang on to this pic for No Nut November. Her nipple rings line up with her belly button ring. What is that supposed to mean? Not saggy. It's called the Orion's belt in the saggy titty goth girl community. Ouch, hey, again, not saggy. They're the only part of my body I'm actually quite proud of. She got those black eyes from running topless. So you're the one who shows up when you say menstruating Mary in the mirror 3 times. Smelvira, mistress of the dork. Marilyn Manson with post-sex hair. It's people like you why the Chinese invented COVID. Ooh. I already know you hate me. Please don't choke me. That's the worst way I can think of to become a corpse. That's the worst way you can think of? Because I can think of much worse ways. Helena Bonham Carter fuck doll. When you order Helena Bonham Carter on Wish, instead of the Mad Hatter Girl, you managed to pull off the Mad Fatter Girl. Aha, ha 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 ha. There seems to be a lot of things here comparing me to the Mad Hatter though. Weird. I never thought Helena Bonham Carter could get worse. Poor Tisha. I can't roast someone I've watched for years. I do hope everything is well and damn near shit when I seen you post this thread. Oh, bless you. Hi, if you're watching. When they fail at drag. I can tell you were created in a lab by Tim Burton. Dollar Tree Bellatrix Lestrange. Even though you worship the devil, even he will reject you. By the way, how much attention do you need? Ooh, this new all-natural trend has hit its peak. Wear some makeup. Big tits don't count if you're fat. Wow. I may be overweight, but that has nothing to do with the fact that I have excellent tits. Run! Is that supposed to be a vampire? It looks like you could suck the life out of any man. I'd say that you were too hot to be roasted, but then again, roasting you is probably very easy. A ray of sunlight should suffice. That's true. You look like what happens when you mash the randomize button on any character creation screen, simultaneously trying to stand out and fit in with your peers. The Crypt Keeper fucked a lump of dog shit, and this is the result. A complete offense to the senses. Ow! You look like you need friends. I always need more friends. I love having friends. What kind of Tim Burton OC are you cosplaying? Even Tim Burton wouldn't hit that. The tits are putting a spell on me. What is this? Cher cosplaying as Harley Quinn? Cher? Anime character wannabe? Walking embodiment of something out of a Tim Burton idea that even he's too ashamed to face. Winona Ryder's stunt double for Beetlejuice. I could do my worst, but it's nothing as bad as your uncle or dad did. No family member or any one person messed me up in the head. I did that all for myself. Look like you just got ejected from the set of a Tim Burton flick for being too out there. You look like the girl who makes pies in Sweeney Todd, but on a mix of cocaine and Monster Energy. I love your style. Oh my god, it's so cool. Well, thank you. Not cocaine, but I am very much fueled by Monster Energy. If the Monsters show had a teenage drama reboot, you look like a cheap bootleg Tim Burton OC character that was made on DeviantArt. You look like you work at a haunted McDonald's. Got more metal coming out of you than a shrapnel victim. That haunted cleavage. / don't put your dick in that. Please don't. I don't want it there. You look like you've been motorboated more than the ocean. Somebody call the diocese. Looks like we're gonna need a proper exorcism here. Bells, holy water, invocations, the top shelf stuff. You're looking like a botched waifu is a thing now. Ouch. You look like the stand-in from the horror Annabelle or Saw. If your face were on a cigarettes pack, people would go for meth. Jesus. I wish I never put my fangs into that bag of insecurities. The vampire that turned her. What filter are you using? Make my eyes bigger than my tits? No, it's just clever makeup and big lenses. Elvira, mattress of the pork. Harley quit. It's not a phase, Mom! Before China gave us the Wuhan virus, they gave us this. Oh, fuck is that? You look like you've definitely stuck a Nightmare Before Christmas toy up your ass. She unleashes that bra and she has major slinky effect going on. I bet they climbed stairs on their own. There wasn't even that much cleavage in that picture, you know. I could have done worse. Better? Worse? If Red Flag had a face. You look like you went bobbing for apples in a tackle box. There's enough metal on you to rebuild the Kriegsmarine. You look like Cruella from a low-budget student film. Give her credit, cosplaying a dumpster fire is not easy. Looks more like a porta potty fire. Tell me you're unemployed without telling me you're unemployed. You look like you should be plugging your OnlyFans. I do not and will never have an OnlyFans. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that one either. Ooh. I know better than to roast a sleep paralysis demon. Boy George has seen better days. Give me attention, please, for the love of God. It's the only thing that makes me happy. You look like a Disney villain whose secret lair is in the dumpster behind a Hot Topic. Pictured a non-verbal cry for help. A couple more years and you'll be able to get a mammogram and a pedicure at the same time. 15.5 hours to get ready for one pic. 1.5 hours actually. Edward Megatits. You don't look like a complete lunatic at all. You look like Satan has already roasted you enough in the pit. Like a Halloween Express store dumpster on November 1st. You look like you masturbate with scissors. Ugh. Maleficant. Cruel. You look like the first elimination on RuPaul's Drag Race. Daddy is never coming back and no amount of cleavage, makeup or licking Tim Burton posters is going to change that. Why do you hate your dad? I don't. I love my dad. He's awesome. Did you headbutt your makeup palette or did you try to look this bad? No, I tried to look this bad. Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th movies broke up with her because she scared him. Instead of whole blood, this vampire just sucks cholesterol. Ooh. When you do your seance, even the ghosts say ooh and leave. Calm down, Sweeney Thought. Holy crap, it's the Mad Hatter's crazy stepsister. This is what happens when your tits outgrow your brain. Here I am, sitting at Costco, eating my hot dog and drinking a Pepsi. I opened this up and in a loud, firm voice I said, what the fuck? I got a lot of looks, but I saved them from having to try to unsee this. You're a nightmare before every Christmas. I'd hit it, but I have low standards. The only thing more expansive than your cleavage is your lack of self-worth. Ouch, that stings because it is true. You look like some vandals have spray painted on a Pomeranian. There is no fucking way you go through all that bullshit every day. I refuse to believe it. Not every day. If the word why was a human, the end of the story includes a coroner and a basement. I see you've gone into the future and read my autobiography. Pale enough to get skin cancer from a fucking light bulb. We know what you're really here for. Where's the OnlyVamps link? So that's what a goth-themed human hole puncher slash stapler looks like. I don't have that many piercings, do I? I feel like roasting you would release numerous horrible toxins into the air. Hard pass. I mean, I do try to keep naked flames away from my hand. I'm curious what you look like with makeup on. What's it like posing for the face of a playing card? Harry Potter and the Social Security Benefits Rider Stoner. You're too fucking old for this shit. Wow. Wrong. If you want to know the definition of disappointment, start at the bottom of the picture and scroll up. Ouch. You look like Rob Zombie and Tim Burton both lost a terrible bet. I'd fuck it. Always wondered what it would be like to fuck a 300-year-old witch. Somewhere along the way, a therapist has failed you tremendously. If Tim Burton did cheap sex dolls, if you spent as much time on your makeup as you did on losing weight, you might look decent. Damn, I get it. I'm a bit fat. I know. Imagine getting this psycho pregnant. You really put the suck in succubus. Your lipstick does look like you applied it with a 2x4 today, but I still love you for it. Also, I don't know what they call a plank of wood in New Zealand. Lol. They do call it a 2x4. Wish app Mrs. Lovett from Sweeney Todd. I'm sorry, but your cleavage is longer than my attention span. Next. You look like a poorly drawn anime. Instead of sucking blood, you just suck at life. That's true. At least with you, there is honesty. Hey, I'm fucked up is on full display, so everyone who meets you knows that right from the start. You go, girl. You can't cast a spell to make your father love you. No amount of witchy demon makeup is going to change the fact that you are so emotionally unstable and have had such a traumatic upbringing that you can't trust yourself to have children. And that eats at you, like life's cruelest trick, to destroy your motherhood with your child before you even got a chance. Deep. Actually, I had a surprisingly fine, untraumatic upbringing and I am going to have children. I'm strangely aroused. Is your eyebrow supposed to be messed up like that? Looks like you permanently have a question. It's called an expression. Damn, it's Halloween already. Every day. This is what I imagine a Tim Burton wet dream looks like. Did you lose a fight with your hairdryer or were you trying to dry it with a weed eater? Looked like you hooked up with Pinhead and Rave, but now he ghosts you and his wife texts you every 6 weeks to remind you you're a slut. Cradle of MILF cries while reading Twilight. If I read Twilight and cry, it's because it's so terrible. Looking like Johnny Depp and Helena Bonham Carter had an autistic love child. For once I can't diss someone. Well, you have good taste. Tales from the Cracked. Hell no, Bonham Carter. If Sweeney Todd took place in hell, I see you've made a connect the dots in stainless steel around your bottom lip. I'm sure that will really show your stepdad. Goth night at the local bar called, they want their gear back. No, I think I'll keep it, thank you. Society did this, right? My sleep paralysis demon saw you and got scared. This new Hex Girls reboot looks shit. I audibly gasped when I scrolled to this pic. The things that must have happened to you. 100% chance of this person, who is so of a type she may as well be in uniform, expressing the sentiment, you laugh because I'm different, I smile because you're all the same. Not really, do your own shit, I don't care. Helena Bonham Carter, inspiration for the phrase lipstick on a peg. I thought the psych ward stripped you of all your personal belongings and to include pens and cell phone. Lady? If I had a face like you, I'd sue my parents, no cap. Thank you for saving me money on my reassignment surgery. My dick was so terrified it inverted. Mission accomplished. When you finally achieve making everyone at once uncomfortable in the room, I do that a lot. Not on purpose, I just have a knack for it. Can't deny it, I would totally pee in your butt, but I wouldn't respect you in the morning. Somebody at the Vatican is tracking your ovulation cycles. Yeah, Mum, you can just let me out here on the corner. No need to drive up to the school. That is probably gonna be me one day. You look like you filleted a tackle box. so much time and effort spent on making yourself look stupid. Her motto, lip rings and onion rings. How well can you fight the average fridge magnet? Night of the living STD. You look like if Edward Scissorhands fucked the crack whore outside of 7-Eleven and kept the baby. You single-handedly have kept Hot Topic in business for the last decade. I've been to a Hot Topic once in my life, looking like a half-used tampon. Just mention the word sun around her and she'll burst into flames. If I held a magnet to your face, I would generate more attraction than anything anyone has ever felt for you. Ooh, I think I've seen you spinning a web in my bathroom. Even Aleister Crowley is scared. You're about as interesting as shampoo application instructions. I thought vampires didn't age. Damn, dude. Halloween was 267 days ago. You actually got out a calendar and counted for that comment. This pic just tells me that you're not comfortable being yourself, so you create a facade to display on Roast Me as some half-assed attempt to elicit negative responses. But because it's not really you, you won't take offense to them. You're a Freudian dream. I'd say more, but I'd have to charge you at least $500 an hour for the kind of help you're going to need. I am very comfortable being myself, and I don't take offense to these comments because they're not very good. Thank you very much, users of Reddit, for your charming comments. I feel perfectly sizzled, crispy on the outside, but still kind of raw and cold on the inside. Now let's have we look at the ones from first impressions. Age, 152 years old. Profession, heiress. Interest, long walks by moonlight and sleeping all day. 16, no real interest, secretly on OnlyFans. You don't really think I look 16, do you? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume you like tattoos and Tim Burton movies. Yeah. 100, witch, sorcery, professional witch or football player, and love to cook kids. Bingo! Spot on. Love Care Bears and My Little Pony. Your teacher's preschool turns toads into frogs for fun. Love reading and playing harpsichord, a talent picked up in Europe. Many professions over the years, spent time alone, makes short-lived friendships. Loves old buildings, memories of simpler times. Often mistaken as cold or standoffish. Sometimes lonely, wishes he could go back to a simpler life. Oh, that's really nice. Non-judgmental, absolutely. Your image is exceptionally striking. I think you might be able to bring Bela Lugosi back from the dead. I think you work in alternative fashion or graphic design. If making videos about alternative fashion counts as working in it. Who listens to screamo or death metal? Professional wrestler. I'm sorry, I cannot stand screamo, but I do like death metal. It obviously takes dedication, passion, and skill to pull that look off, and I think that those innate qualities that you possess would often be overlooked because of the intense artistic panache that you adorn yourself in. You are likely an adult content maker as well as an accomplished musician. It's a very nice, thorough comment. I wouldn't call myself an accomplished musician, but I have been in bands. Definitely the opposite of the kind of person who would make adult content. My own grandmother teased me for being prudish. Age 25 to 35, gothic, deep and dark. Mystical, intelligent, classical education. Has actually read Edgar Allan Poe's book, smells of incense, artistic, maybe you're a librarian. Very nice, I like it. And yes, I have actually read Edgar Allan Poe, and I probably do smell like incense. Mummy from Resident Evil. I've been getting that one a lot lately. Oh my god, I know you and I'm a huge fan, so I won't comment because I feel it would be kind of cheating. Ah, hello if you're watching this. Great cleavage. Thank you. I know. 25, and wow, I gotta say your presentation as an art in itself reminds me of Helena Bonham Carter in various films. Helena Bonham Carter seems to have been a bit of a theme, don't we think? Early 20s maybe. And I think a cosplayer and maybe some form of social gothic influencer or YouTuber. Or tattoo artist, likes fantasy, makeup and costumes, heavy metal and screamo, piercings, cool witchy vibes, also likes psychological horror films. That's really spot on apart from the screamo, psychological horror films and age. You've got a lock of someone's hair underneath your bed. Lastly, let's examine, am I hot? Do people think that I am hot? Hot and sexy, a wonderful woman. Why, double F in the F the year. Maybe intimidating? Definitely hot. People think I'm hot. Actually, at first glance, no, then I really looked and yeah, you look like a smoke show. Mixed opinions though. The drawn in eyebrows, painted on makeup, contacts, hair dye, teased hair, and the eyeshadow pretty much paint an artificial person. Interesting, sure, hot? No, but someone stood up for me there. Shallow people don't get to judge who's hot or not. Good god, damn right you are. Who even does the whole goth thing anymore? Even metal bands don't dye their hair anymore. It's not 2001. Wow man, ignorant. Perhaps I'm biased, but I've always thought of you to be the antithesis of beauty. Admittedly, I've had a crush on you for as long as I have known of your existence. About 8 years now. You've always been so kind and welcoming, a warm person. You're just all around a wonderful person. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to talk with you in your streams. Aww, thank you if you're watching this. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these comments as much as I have. Thank you very much to all the charming people who left them for me. Some of them were quite charming, but most of them not so charming. A lot of them are the same kind of mean comments I get from time to time when people are trying to diss me anyway, but anyway, I don't know, I had fun. I hope you did too. I was thinking, I wonder if it would be any different if I did this again, but like with no makeup on and my hair flat and tried to look normal, and see if the responses, how different the responses were. Just an idea. Should I do that? If you have not already done so, please remember to subscribe to my channel, you know you want to. And as always, take care of yourself, be nice to each other, and I will see you next time. Bye!